welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Toledo's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Pulls and fired complete. Maybe some room here. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Inside the 35. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Rockets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, he races some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ridley. And they'll knock him down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Running inside. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Maybe a crease. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Takes it in. Touchdown, Toledo.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. A little release to the back. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. On target. Turning it on. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Robinson looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Gilbert. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated, and I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I gotta understand the situation. I gotta get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Miller. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going to the run, it's Miller. Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Weaver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something.
Goes high to pull it in. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And it's Western Michigan setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Now over to your game inside the Glass Bowl. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with Coach George at the half. He said this team is going to take this opening kickoff for the second half and get some momentum, something they've been struggling with because of those early turnovers. He said if we can just hang on to the ball, we can continue to make some noise, but it all starts now. I'll keep you posted on how things are going here on the sidelines after this. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Dumps it to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes a grab and room to run. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Rockets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. Makes one man miss. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clay. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. The run inside. It's Miller. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes the big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, it's Miller. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Robinson will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he kept that one just straight enough. Graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Baldwin. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Grant. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fights off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative and going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They're dealing with a second and long. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.